Stop for a second. Right now, someone forgot about you. Your name slipped out of their head. That thing you told them, that story you replayed all night, that message you sent. Gone. And here's the part that hurts the most. You were waiting for the text, waiting for the check-in, waiting for someone to ask if you're okay. It's not coming. And here's the uncomfortable truth nobody says out loud. Nobody is thinking about you the way you think about you at 2 a.m. Nobody is replaying your awkward moment. Nobody is analyzing your tone. Nobody is studying your life choices. They're busy being the main character in their own story. And in theirs, you're a side character, maybe even background noise. That sounds depressing. It's not. It's freedom. Chapter 1. Performing for ghosts. You've been living like there's an audience watching your every move, like there's a panel of judges rating your decisions, like someone is keeping score of your mistakes. They're not. The theater is empty. You've been performing for ghosts, and ghosts don't give applause. Think about how much energy you waste trying to look impressive, crafting the perfect post, replaying conversations, imagining what people said about you after you left. Meanwhile, they're doing the same thing. Everyone juggling. No audience, no applause. Just performers performing for performers. It's ridiculous when you zoom out. So stop juggling. Put the balls down. Walk off the stage. Chapter 2. The freedom nobody talks about. Here's the power in this. When nobody cares, nobody controls you. When nobody is watching, you can't publicly fail. When nobody expects anything, you can't disappoint them. You become invisible, but in the most liberating way possible. Free to change, free to experiment, free to become strange, ambitious, bold. Think about that thing you've been afraid to do. Why haven't you done it? Because someone might judge you, laugh at you, think you're unrealistic. But they're too busy worrying about themselves. You are afraid of an audience that isn't even in the room. Chapter 3. The shift. Most people hear nobody cares and shrink. You won't, because somewhere inside you already feel it. If nobody is watching, I can move differently. If nobody is keeping score, I can take bigger risks. If nobody is obsessing over my mistakes, I can stop obsessing too. This is where things get dangerous. You stop asking for permission. You stop waiting for approval. You stop explaining yourself to people who weren't invested anyway. You start making decisions faster. You start speaking more honestly. You start building things because you want to build them, not because they'll impress someone. And suddenly your wins feel real, not because they got likes, but because you earned them privately. Chapter 4. The death of the mask. The good kid. The reliable one. The nice person who never makes waves. How's that working out? Exhausting, right? Because that version wasn't built for you. It was built for them. And they weren't even watching. Nobody cares what you do. So do exactly what you want. Nobody is recording your failures, so fail boldly and learn fast. Nobody is measuring your life against their invisible rule book. So write your own. Chapter 5. The dangerous version of you. You become dangerous to mediocrity, dangerous to fear, dangerous to the voice that says, "But what will they think?" What will they think? Nothing. They're thinking about themselves. They always were. So stop shrinking. Stop dimming yourself. Stop living safe just to stay approved. That loneliness you feel sometimes isn't brokenness. It's clarity. It's the moment you realize you were always alone in your decisions. And that's not tragic. That's power. Chapter 6. Take the wheel. You grab the steering wheel. You stop looking in the rearview mirror at people who aren't even following you. You stop building a version of yourself designed to be approved, and you start building one that feels real. Want to start the project? Start it. Want to leave the job? Plan your exit. Want to finally speak honestly? Open your mouth. Worst case? Someone doesn't like it, and by dinner they've forgotten. Not because they're cruel, because they're busy thinking about other things. Chapter 7. Before and after. This is the dividing line. Before this moment, you lived for approval. After this moment, you live for alignment. You stop being a character in someone else's expectations. You become the author. Will you lose people? Yes. The ones who preferred the predictable version of you. Let them go. They weren't attached to you. They were attached to the mask. Chapter 8. The Real Beginning. Nobody cares, and that's not the tragic end of your story. That's the beginning. Because if nobody cares enough to control your life, then you finally get to. So the real question is this. Now that the imaginary audience is gone, who are you going to become? That's up to you. And that's exactly how it should be.